From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Takes it at the 7.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start out here with the option left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, give him 19. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
He's going to keep this again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on it. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were out instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for him. 2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Seahawks have recovered. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Toss left side for Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Myers' kick is good, and that will make it 6-0.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6-0 our score after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Harris returning. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw to Disley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Calling no gain on the plan. It'll be 2nd down.
The Seahawks at 12-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On second down, here's Mitchell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Right now, boys. Who's on the score? Right now.
Back to throw here. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I'm going with that? How about that?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody will press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
On second down, it's Walker.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. The quick feet by Jackson.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 1. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend in the NFL. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts as they'll square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the LA Rams.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And lastly, Sunday Night Football has a good one lined up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back to throw now on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Walker has it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Second and 2. Dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to hit him. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go option to the short side. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And strong running there as he's across midfield down to the 49. 55 rushing yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And Walker with it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going deep for Walker. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he lost
gets the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does, but most of the time the quarterback swings the ball away from his body, and in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw out wide to Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2nd and 11. He'll find Metcalf.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
He completes this to Walker, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
Personal foul. Defense.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught. Lockett. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Myers' kick is good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, You're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They run again with Walker. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Seahawks,
they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners,
they drop a potentially caught. It's Washington getting the victory. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest.
This was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout.
It's Madden NFL 23, and our focus is on Amari Cooper. He's been a production...
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And maybe a surprise for a team that plays its games indoors to come out in the elements and play the way that they...
It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we've got Juju Smith-Schuster. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now...
It's Madden NFL 23 on E.
So the final seconds tick away.